Hey everybody, welcome back to Iceline in Westchester, PA, as we get ready for Game 2 of the AHF Showcase #1. Littleton Hawks are squaring off with the Hollydell Hurricanes out of Southern Jersey. Hollydell coming in with two different teams here in the division, so I'm not sure which one this is, although I think they are a fairly short bench at 12 or 13 skaters. So we'll see if maybe their roster filled out from yesterday to today as they line up and come to the ice. As the Hawks coming out in their camos will be also ready to hit the ice and go. But it looks like there's plenty of Hollydell skaters today. Because I've got 14 skaters on ice plus 2 goalies. Hawks coming off of a solid start yesterday of an 8-1 rout of the Valley Forge Colonial squad. So kind of cool with this new year, new activity. We have this new league, and that creates new teams that we don't know. So we're seeing new folks every game, every week. And that means it's an opportunity to see where you slot against this East Coast grouping of teams that are in the Atlantic Hockey Federation. And so we'll look forward to seeing if we can get another good, strong effort out of the boys today, as they did start out hard and fast yesterday, jumping out to a 4-0 lead in the first period, and then cruising to the 8-1 win. But more importantly, with 3 good periods of effort. Conditioning obviously was a key part of the early start of the year. Not really implementing a whole lot of systems yet for the team, although they did get to work on power play and penalty kill groupings, which Coach knows will be a work in progress throughout the season. But just their fitness and conditioning looked good yesterday as they were able to skate 3 solid periods of hockey. And that bodes well going throughout the weekend and the rest of the way here. So Hawks have 2 more left here in round robin. So this one becomes a big game to position yourself well for the top 4 seeds in your bracket, which are the seeds that go to the semifinals with a shot to play in the championship game on Sunday afternoon. But the 3-minute warm-up for the players. "17-minute periods will be on the clock. Run clock in the second and third period should there be a greater than 5-goal lead, or 5 or greater, excuse me. So yesterday we saw a lot of run clock and a fast game that went on during the course of 2 periods of non-stop clock run. Hawks still put up 8. Expecting a tougher test today from Hollydell would be my expectation. And here comes my cameraman, who I now rely on so heavily, as Mike Bell is making the climb up to our perch up here. Getting ready for round 2. No worries. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. We're excited, ready to hit the ice. So Hawks look fresh and ready. Yep, so shout out, thank yous to Mark Edelman and Jim Sexton for doing the iPad scorekeeping for the first time on this trip. Mr. Edelman, of course, in to watch his son at his next level of hockey, which is behind the bench as a head coach. Always great making the trip up whenever they can to, now that they've moved down to Georgia, we get to say hello and shout out to them in Georgia now instead of being up in Maine like they were for previous seasons. But yeah, luckily Mr. Edelman was able to make the trip, and opportunity for him to see his son on the bench, and then of course stepping in and helping out with scorekeeping today. So should be 17 minutes on the clock. Should be 17 on the clock. Yeah, and off we go.
I feel like I'm missing.
Everything's up. Oh no, scoreboard didn't come up. Hold on. I know it's prepped and ready. I must have taken it down and I put it back up. So display scoreboard, see that on?
Oh, okay.
And that should have everything we need. Let's see. No, maybe not. Oh boy. There's always something. No, it's there. Hollydell, it's all there. That's good. There it is. I was going to say. I was trying to be on my game today electronically. Otherwise, you know, like yesterday I saw Ryan Jones calling, probably thinking I wasn't going to figure it out. And he's like, called me right at the drop of game time, probably to say, dude, you're screwing up the board. I can't let him down. I got to give Ryan a good showing on with the electronics, or he may not trust me anymore out here on my lonesome. So hopefully he'll be along for some trips. Get back to doing our play-by-play color. Now we could have 3 guys in the booth. Cameraman, color, play-by-play. For now, we'll just get it rolling. I'll have to try it out. So hopefully everything's good. And you guys will let me know because we're up and running. The Hawks are off. As right away, you can see the challenge coming from Hollydell. They work the puck back at their own blue line. Come back around near side. Fabrizio settles it. Goes far side Heersink. He stretches through the middle. Finds Nate Cardenas. He's in a foot race with the D. Good puck support from Ripley. He'll go around. Feeds that back. Turned over. Good hustle, though, by Sexton to keep it in the zone and dump it deep. On the far side, Rips. Goes off on the far boards. Hollydell kicks it up to the point. Kept in by Fabrizio and chipped back down low off the backhand by Cam. Nate Cardenas digging for it on the back end. Hollydell a little bit hemmed in. This one could be tough to keep in the zone as Sexton tried to go around the man and ended up losing the puck up high. Boy, just got onside was Ripley. Nice stretch to Heersink as he wanted to jump up in the play and does. Fresh on comes Carmichael. Carmichael across, couldn't center as there was a cut from Ripley late. He was looking for a centering pass that didn't come. Carmichael tied up, puck comes off. Hollydell able to get it up to the point, but not out. Again, kept in by the Hawks as Heersink whirls, but then resets and takes it back out to center ice. Hands that one off to Will Paulin. Paulin flashes. Chipped in off the stick of Carmichael. He goes right down on it. Back off to the near side. Poked at. Loose from Oxenreiter. Gets it free. Carmichael looks down low for Robertson. B-Rob off a skate. Couldn't control. And Hollydell flips it up and out and down ice. And the icing, I think, comes home at 15-12. No shots on goal for anyone right now. As it's a lot of work out on the edges and behind the net. But a lot of it in the offensive zone for the Hawks, which hopefully will turn into some scoring chances coming up. Sexton wins it back, tapped loose, thrown back down low on the step up by Paulin. That gives a chance for Hollydell to get it clear. Sexton back in a foot race with the Hollydell man. Trying to use their foot speed. Good battle by Hollydell, but up loose at the center ice. Played through the middle, just misses the stick there. And it's flipped up and out and down ice for icing. As I like the stretch look there for Ash Halder, but just out of the reach of his stick. And we'll get fresh bodies out for both sides. Definitely that early feeling out period that you get with new teams that don't know each other, right? Hawks will get jumping at it. Mahalik wins it back, tossed behind the net. Pressure by Hollydell forward as the Hurricanes try to find some offensive zone presence for a little bit. Mahalik battles in, trying to dig it free. Gets kicked around to the near side. Taylor is there. Carson pulls it up, now through the middle, finds Mahalik, up off his stick. Spone far side. Quick transition from Hurricanes. They drop back. Spone, good job getting back defensively. Tapped loose in behind by Carson Taylor. Taylor kicks that one out and knocks the man down. Spone tries to send it across. Mahalik will pick it up. He's going to work the middle, goes around the D, back in down low. Tried to tap it to himself, just couldn't control it. Good puck support, though, by Missick on the far side. As that gets knocked loose and Hollydell feeds it down ice. Not enough for icing as it was tipped. Puck loose, banged around. Hurricanes D-man takes it back in his own end. Throws it off the body. Read there by Mahalik and Missick. Mahalik trying to challenge for it, but it gets chopped loose and sent up and out. Fabrizio go D to D near side. Here Sink will press it and flip it in deep. Get a change. That goes in on the netminder who covers and holds at 13:21. Somebody at home can verify they're seeing the broadcast and ping out to me with a text, I'd appreciate it. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is picking up. I just don't know. Hurricanes breaking out. They go cross ice. Good step up by Heersink. He'll walk it on. Heersink fakes wide, then throws it in on the backhand. Turned aside by the netminder. Sexton there to pick it up. Hawks challenging again in front. Still just can't find that shot opportunity. There's some bodies deep in the corner. Good puck support there by Cardenas for Sexton. Sexton works. Plays it towards the point. Backhanded out of the zone by the Hurricanes. Heersink quickly brings it on. He'll chase it himself. Goes in behind. Good body position by the Hurricanes defenseman. But Hawks still able to peel it away. Lost by Ripley there to go back off far side. Cardenas will come across. Stood up. Ripley controls. Looks back middle. Takes a big pounding there as Ripley will make note of which number that was as Ginsberg put a hit on. Hawks with a little bit of room. Skating is Heersink. He wants to go up ice. Gains the blue line. Reverse check but loses the puck. Hauser, drag move, shot blocked. Goes wide out to the corner for the Hurricanes. And another big collision down low as bodies are flying. Here comes Carmichael. He'll wait up. Reverse spinorama shot into the glove of the netminder and held.
Ripley and Robertson confirmed the stream is looking good.
Good. Thank you. 11:50 here, the first period. Puck comes down back. Carmichael can't get there. Ostad tried to keep it in. Comes out of the zone. B-Rob will play that back. Hustling is the Hurricanes as they get it, but not until it's out to center ice. Hawks will come up on their own forecheck. Force a deep dump, but it's picked off by Ostad at the boards on the near side in the neutral zone. Hurricanes getting to their feet. Luciano was just off sides as that puck got tipped at the blue line. But the pace is good.
Yeah, a lot faster
The Hurricanes' pace is much better than yesterday when we played the Colonials. And we got 0-0 hockey at 11:29 of the first period. Sexton's face-off, one back, trying to sneak a steal there as a Hawks, but played back in by Luciano to his own end. Dumped out at center ice. Hawks, bodies, big hit coming across, but not before it goes in on the zone off of Will Pollen. And controlled by Cardenas. Throws it out front, tied up. Was the stick there of Ash Halder. Down the boards comes a little payback there as Will Pollen wanted to get a big piece after that collision at the blue line. Hurricanes try to work it back behind their own end. Flipped up high, goes off the glove of Ostad. Back down into the Hawks zone. Hawks will work it across near side. Back through the middle. Behind the man, two blown tires. That gives the Hurricanes a chance to get it deep. They're going to want to get on the forecheck. Puck's loose. Picked up. First shot on goal for the Hurricanes. A good one. Short side saved by Jones. Thrown in. Tipped up, but goes up over the bar. That's dangerous on the high rooftop deflection. Hawks get it up across ice. Ash Halder backhands ahead for an icing. And Sexton unable to win the foot race as the puck travels faster on the ice typically than your skates will. 10-14. Defensive zone faceoff for Mahalik, Missick, and Spone. One back. Taylor just slipped off his sticker. He was about to go to reach for Spone. Instead, Missick will bring it up the boards. Taps it loose to himself. Good pickup, but forecheck pressure again by the Hurricanes, forcing the breakout to break down. And the Hawks find it right back in their own end under the glove of Easton Jones. So Hurricanes bring good energy up front, a hard forecheck, and a physical brand of play. That's the first thing you're seeing is there's plenty of hits to be had. As they know they've got to play physical. As that puck gets flipped up too high and into the rafters. By Hirsink, we'll do it all over again to the left dot of Easton Jones. Mahalik's faceoff comes down, gets played up and out, controlled by the Hurricanes. They throw it back in. Fabrizio's got a hustle down the wall, turned over, but Mahalik covering up, picks that one off, plays it back off around. Chance to tuck it free is Missick. He keeps working. Missick's dog on a bone as he pressures Dionisio. Puck gets played ahead. Hirsink back off near side. Through the middle, good pass on the stretch. Spone rifles one, no, gets blocked off. Good stick there, slowed that up. Flipped up in the air, gloved down by the Hawks, kept in by Fabrizio. Mahalik couldn't play it because he gloved it down, had to wait for a Hurricanes player to touch it. Hauser shot whistles well wide of the cage. Back to play it is Spone. Spone to Mahalik. He hems him in. He'll take 2 hits. And Tice is off. Loose and picked up by Hirsink, who broke into the play. Tries to drag step move through the D-man. Shot towards the net. Picked off. Blocked down by a skate. Hirsink swings wide. Shot whistles through the top of the crease and out wide onto the near side. Chopped up and gloved down by Pollen. Played back by Sexton. So first thing I'm noticing with the Hurricanes, they're a body-first team. They are not trying to play the puck. They are trying to play the body. And until something gets called, we're going to have to adapt our style and get the puck moving more quickly so they're where we are, the puck isn't, as they're finding their way up. Here's a chance as Osted whistles one off the pad. Oxenreiter fresh on, digging for one on the near side boards. Hurricanes played around the far side. Ripley understeps the man, kicks it loose. No, comes free. Hurricanes battling it free and get it out to center ice. Should be not enough for icing. Nope, slowed up by Jones. 7:40 of the period. Keep your heads up, boys, because they're playing right for you. As Carmichael had a meet and greet with the Hurricanes forechecker. Carmichael's got one in behind. He accepts the hit as he gets that cross ice. We need to start anticipating those clears with the pressure coming. Pucks are going to be coming off of sticks. Right now, the Hurricanes are winning a few more puck battles than the Hawks. Up the boards far side. Thrown back down low. Short side shot. Easy save for Easton Jones. Corey Perry's grandson getting in the mix there in front of the net. Wow. Corey Perry's 40, but he feels like he's forever old. Still playing in the NHL. Guaranteed to take your team to the Stanley Cup Finals and lose. Puck down, picked up by the Hawks off the face-off win, skating through the middle. Hersink, got to be careful on this forecheck. We need to take our easy outlet passes. One of those turnovers is probably going to turn into a scoring chance. So we got to move the puck smartly today. Let their over-aggressiveness work against them is what we need to do. And you're not going to skate out through a team like this just because of their ability to bring pressure in 1 and 2s. So we're going to have to move the puck, get to open ice, and find room, and let our skill be the deciding factor. Chipped down and around by Ripley in deep. Played back there by Hollydell, but not out. Snap towards the net. Stick gets loose. Backhanded in front. Still loose. Finally covered. No. But he lost sight. Blows the whistle. And we'll get a face-off on the far side. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Hawks. But the scoreboard reads 0-0. Hurricanes try to stretch through the middle. Good step-up keep by Hersink. He'll walk it down. Fires a shot. Blocker save made on the far side. Knocked back down low. Kicked around. Trying to find that breakout. Hawks will throw it in and scores. No goal. Offsides all the way down. No goal. Offsides. We'll go down to our end and take a face-off.
No goal. Can't score.
Face-off may not go all the way down ice. It may just be outside the blue line. Hollis face-off down. So Owen Hersink found the back of the net, but unfortunately someone on the wrong side of the blue line. Stays 0-0. Gotta hustle. Wow, there was a chance on the misplay. Fabrizio able to get back enough to slow him up, but puck's now in the Hawks zone. Mahalik does a good job getting the body on the man and out. He takes 2 men off, but Hollydell still working. Finally loose up onto the point. Hollydell chipped that back down low. Hersink waiting. Backhands around, picked up by Missick. Missick tries to go through the middle. Finds room for Spone on the far side. Spone trying to find Mahalik. Up comes Missick. He drag moves, shot, misses the net, goes wide. That was the opportunity so far. Hersink fires one high and wide and goes up above and comes out on Taylor. Taylor, smart play, plays it back. Hawks get onside. Missick gives it up for Mahalik. Mahalik back out front. Shot, save off the stick of Spone. Good shift there from that line as Mahalik, Missick, and Spone create some activity with the help of Owen Hersink. Stays 0-0. 4:59 here of the first period. Hurricanes doing a good job in the faceoff dot. Ripley comes across late there, but Hurricanes get it up and out. Man gets tied up and room for Carter Ray to work. Carter sends it in deep. Waiting for it, comes up and out. Carter has it, slips off his stick, plays it off the board's far side. Ripley can't tap it free. Carter gets challenged. Look out, we got 2-on-1. Breaking, shot, save made by Jones. There's a turnover that led to a quick 2-on-1 transition as the Hurricanes are getting confidence in what they want to do. Hawks need to exert their own will. Keep that forecheck pressure on, keep that puck possession in the zone, which is a staple of what the Hawks try to do on a game-to-game basis. Hurricanes, though, winning more faceoffs as it goes around the back end, stays in the Hawks zone. Tip free, Hurricanes try to go out front. Short side shot save made. Another shot, and then a cross check. Don't want to make that call, huh? And it's in the glove of Jones. As well after the puck was gone, I see Kirkland with the hands up high. Usually we'll get a call, but not necessarily on the East Coast. 4:08 left here in the first. Hurricanes fire one, deflected down off the bodies, never gets through. Big save there and flipped up and out by the Hawks. Good job by Hollydell, but now we're offside. It's got to touch up. Going up on the far side. You can see the Hurricanes moving the puck better. Good job staying on side. Shot. Whistles up over the bar there off the stick of Carmichael. I wanted to fire that low and see if we can get a rebound off the pads. Shot loose on the near side. Goes back into the Hurricane end. Oxenrider. Forecheck. Watches that get tipped free by sticking out for icing at 3:27. Shots are 9-7, a very even hockey game so far. Little offensive zone face-off here as Sexton comes out with Halder and Ripley. Over to Ripley on the far boards. He throws it in. Deflection by Halder. Just goes wide of the cage. Back through the middle, kept in briefly. Now flipped up and in by Heersink in deep corner. Got to get on your horse there. Somebody's got to be forechecking. We're not moving our feet. Opportunity for Heersink. He beats one. But you're not going to skate through these guys. That's where the puck's got to come off your stick at the right time. Heersink again presses up, backhanded towards the net. Pad save turned aside there easily by the netminder. Reversal by the D, but turned over. Got to take advantage of those possessions, and we're not. Good play at the point by Fabrizio. Kalitz finds a seat. Hawks go to the far side. Puck loose, backhanded ahead, turned over. Drag step move. Short side shot, nowhere to go, as Easton Jones had his post sealed off. And we'll get a whistle and line changes both ways in an entertaining little physical hockey game at 2:22 of the first. Shots 10-8 for the Hawks. 0-0 on the board. Taylor with it behind his own net. Fights off the check. Plays it ahead. Look out. Bad pass in behind. Got to clean those up. Taylor spins and goes down. Wrap around. Oh, lucky. Was on the backhand. Couldn't get it free. Back at the point. Low shot. That's what you want to see from the point. We could take a little lead from their defenseman as he put that down on the ice. And Dionisio got the deflection, but luckily came up and out. Forecheck pressure is up high. Played back, though, by the Hurricanes as they'll regroup in their own end. Look for the stretch. Icing. Touched right there by Castells. Hawks have to play it in their own end. Missick with it. He's trying to find Spone. Missick will pull up. He waits. Tries to find Mahalik, but throws it in behind him. Back up to the point, kept right back down low. Comes around to the near side boards. Mahalik is across. Evan will play it back to the point. Carter Ray, shot blocked, and comes out of the zone. Work it, work it. Back far side. There it is on the stick of Spone. Mahalik cutting. Spone shot into the glove and held by the netminder for the Hurricanes. Want to get some more shots from more of the high danger zone in the middle. We're shooting from out on the edges. We need to find some stuff between the dots. Get a little bit better look straight on that net. One of our best looks was Missick getting one just off the high top of the right side dot. Get some scoring chance. Here's the break. This is what they want to do, and now they got a 2-on-1. Quick shot, score. The Hawks find themselves down 1-0 on a 5-hole goal that sneaks through Easton Jones. And we got all kinds of energy on the Hollydell bench. Let's see how the Hawks respond with a push of their own. Late first period goal inside the final minute. Hollydell gets the lead 1-0. Puck goes far side. Hawks try to strip through the middle. Chasing was Carmichael. Hollydell, good job defending. Hawks need to move the puck and do. Carmichael sends that in deep on the far side. Played down low by B-Rob. Tap back out. Guys not ending up where they need to be, where pucks are. A little less time and space compared to yesterday. Got to make that adjustment. Puck goes in behind, slowed up by the netminder. Two bodies collide on the back end. Hawks miss it on the overskate. And they regain at the center ice. Puck's back inside 15 seconds. One more rush. And we'll see if Pearson can take one. 10 seconds, plenty of time. Cuts, fires, and there it is! Tying goal off the stick of Missick. From Hearsing on the perfect deflection off the back glass. Or is that Cardenas? No, that's Nate. That's Nate. No, take that back. That's Oxenrider. Oxy gets it. Let's get the right numbers. These camos throw me off. I can't see numbers from that far down. But Oxy levels it at 1 with 5.7. You get a late goal, we can get a later goal with 5.7 left on the clock. Oxenrider from Hearsing. And time expires on the first period. And we'll go ones to the end of one. Very entertaining with a lot of energy back and forth, a lot of physical play from the Hurricanes. And the Hawks will be more than happy to take that 1-1 score into the start of the second period. Let's see if Coach Lee can't start to find some areas that he can exploit on this Hurricane squad. I like what Coach Lee's saying there in the break. He's just like, look, I want you guys to go out there and outwork them. That's where their energies come from, is because Hollydell's outworked us at times with heavy forecheck pressure, hard work, and Hawks need to match that and then bring it to another level. Put them on their heels because we've had more offensive zone pressure in that team. So we just need that extra level to get them off their spot, and I think we'll get more looks at the net. Good to see Oxy get his first goal of the season there. So long change period here for the two teams as the goalies will exchange ends. Hawks will be going right to left this period. Yes, definitely. Like to see the speed, and then the physicality comes in. With this. Exactly. So here we go. Second period, ready to hit. Mahalik and Perry line up. Mahalik's face off, down, taken briefly by Missick, but then turned over. Luciano gets it in the zone. Missick will hustle back. Missick wheels on the far side. Can't skate through it. You gotta move that puck. Mahalik picks one off though, steals it back. Good follow-up puck support there, but unfortunately fired well high and wide by Spohn. Mahalik back out looking for Spohn on the backhand pass, controlled by the Hawks. Missick turning in the corner, he gets bodied up. Mahalik comes in support. It comes loose for Spohn. Spohn should walk the middle. He does. Fires. Save made. No rebound. Come with the Sexton line. Backhanded out front. Nice little playoff, but Sexton wasn't quite there yet, and netminder able to turn it aside on the backhand by Cardenas. I like the creativity by Nate Shot there, whistles high off the stick as Sexton goes well up over the bar. Thrown back towards the net, looking for a deflection was Ripley. Nice low little shot. Ripley comes down. D comes across, plays it around the far side boards for the Hurricanes. Canes bank it off a pinching defenseman. Hawks keeping the zone. Ripley comes down. Cannot win the battle there. Canes will get it up and out. Good job by Paulin keeping it to the point. Sexton behind. Paulin, though, will jump it. Paulin gets around one and around the second, then hands that off. Cardenas, nobody to go to, gets thrown to the point. Ossett unable to keep it in. Andrew gets knocked down on sides. It's kept into play. Shot towards the net. Goes up over the top of Jones. Back up on the near side. Tipped ahead. Good cross-ice pass. Quick shot, though, deflected as Cardenas tried to get one on net. Blown tire there for Ripley, but he's back up and in the play. And the Canes sweep it out. Transition for the Canes, flipped up high and over the top of Jones. They go for a change, room for Paulin to stretch. Good looking pass out for Sexton. He'll go wide. Sexton walks in, short shot. What a pad save! And in follows Carmichael, who gets worked over by a few guys in front of the net. Ripley says, "Excuse me, son, you're smaller than me. You may want to make better choices." Ripley, be careful. Don't go pushing your hands on anyone's face. Face masking is a 5-minute major. .14:43, 1-1 hockey game. Oxy ready for the face-off here as things get settled down with the netminder getting his gear all situated for Hollydell. Hawks try to win it forward. Shipped ahead. There's that breakout that they like to play. You see him run that swing loop. Shot save. What a beautiful pad by Easton Jones on an opportunity created again by the Canes. Canes get around. Look out. Short side shot. Stick goes up in the air and comes off to the near side. Hawks peel it free. Robertson coming ahead. He has to wait and backhand it in. Played off to the far side. There's the step up you want there. Not ready to. Gap management's going to be interesting to see here. We really got to close our gaps up when we can. Take away some space for Hollydell. Now an opportunity here for B-Rob. He'll go deep and get his change. Oxy will stand on the forecheck along with Carmichael. Oxy comes away with it briefly, taken by the Canes, and they'll backhand it out. Taylor all the way back in his own end. Carson behind his own cage. Stretch far side. Room for Ripley. Ripley brings it on. Loses the puck, but then finds it. Snaps a shot that's deflected and ends up in the glove of the netminder at 13:29. Offensive zone face-off here for Sexton. Sexton pushes it down, comes in behind, kicks it loose to himself, takes the hit when he's centered. Nobody's out there looking in that position. We need people in that scoring position to pick up those centering passes as he absorbs a hit for nothing. Now here comes Heersink walking in on his own. Low shot around the far side. Kept in by Fabrizio, thrown back down low. Heersink back again, goes across, trying to find Carmichael. Carmichael's deflection doesn't end up on net. Banged hard, and it gets just out of the zone. Backhand turnover by Fabrizio. Breaking in Luciano. Luciano fires. Blocker save made by Jones. And we dodge another turnover at the blue line there on a great save by Jones. Delay your start by a few seconds. 13:04. Yeah. Face off there. Taken through the middle by Spohn. He'll hand that off. Breaking up on the play is Missick. Missick's waiting, looking for the trailer. Mahalik comes through. Missick goes around. Down low, deflects off a leg. Spone has it. Short side shot. Save made by the netminder. Spone behind. Forces the turnover. Back up to the point. Got to get across. Taps it loose, but can't get it over to Mahalik. Back cutting is Missick, and he'll take control for the Hawks. Back off on the far side. Mahalik will play it through his legs. Bouncing puck. He has to regroup. Sends it across. Pollen with it. Circles at the blue line. Backhand pass off. Missick. Missick looking for Mahalik. Doesn't get it through. Hollydell plays it out. Far side. Andrew Ostad is there to clean it up. Ostad gets a return pass from Pollen. He'll wait. Go behind the cage. Far side Mahalik. Mahalik, little area pass. Just out of the reach of Missick. And that's icing? No, because there's a chance for Pollen to play it. So Jones instead will play it up the near side boards. Hawks get it up and out. Going back in off sides. The Hawks clean it up. Missick goes around on the wide on far side. He looks. Throws it low. Turned over, but he gets it back. Fires a shot. Scores! As Missick hits the corner. Blasts the water bottle. And makes it 2-1 Hawks. Tried to find Evan a couple times there, and the puck's got kicked loose, and he was able to find it, pick it up, and finally find some shooting space. Puts it right in that top right corner. Missick with 7 goals on the season in 4 games. Hello, Ovi. I'm coming for you. Hawks regain a 2-1 lead, or should say take a 2-1 lead, as they never led in this game until now. Hollydell trying to respond, as you would expect. Good work there behind in traffic. Then he throws it out front through the crease. Unable to get a stick on the far side was 42 for the Hurricanes. Hawks turn one over at neutral ice. Finally find it. Nope, you got to get the puck on the stick. Good hug by Nate. But Cardenas couldn't quite find it, and now here come the Canes. Canes, Cowitz with it. Castella driving the net. Came out of the glove of Jones, but good stick holding up the crashing Hurricane to give time for Jones to get it in the glove, freeze it, and get a whistle. 10:57 of the second period. And the puck comes back to the point. Hawks chip it free. Robinson can't quite find it. That gets picked up by Carmichael. Carmichael fires, pad save made. Back behind the net, Oxy. He looks, throws it to the point, but we had our man playing deep, was Heersink in center field, unable to keep it in. He'll circle back in his own blue line. Heersink will rush the play. Fires one, just misses on the far side. Love that low shot, looking for the far side post. Just missed there. Sexton challenges. Puck comes off a skate. Fabrizio will knock it in deep. Here's his coach's call for a deep puck, and he gets it. And then a chance out front. Hawks can't quite control. Kicked loose, though. Faked up high, hands that one off. Fabrizio, cross ice, good look. Shot. Oh, what a save, as that was on a beeline for the back of the net till it hit the stick and went up into the screen. Heersink shaking his head because he knocked the stick flat out of the netminder's hands with that shot. Paying a little homage to the tournament going back on in Denver. That was a twisted wrister right there. 9:59 here in the second. Back to the point. Heersink walks it down. Fires off the netminder up into the screen, out of play. Keep pummeling, my friend. You are going to find the back of that net. Chipped ahead. Hollydell, see, they'll send the Springer on the near side. Heersink plays it smartly. Look out, as we had a man backing off as Fabrizio. That gave an opportunity and luckily cleared out by Heersink. to center ice. Far side, Hollydell wings it in. Here Sink picks it up. Works around one, flips that one high in the air, glove down, and then tapped through by Mahalik. Or excuse me, by Cardenas, but that gets turned back over. And the Hurricanes come on with pressure. Room to work for Ash Halder. Ash plays it ahead, but nobody home. He gets off, and that's going to get cycled back through the middle. Here's Sink. Look out. Extra Hollydell players on, but Hawks do a good job freeing it up for Missick. Mahalik drives the net. Missick fires. Blocker save off to the near side boards. Mahalik comes up with it. Waits on the man. Gets hooked down. That'll be a call. And a hooking call is going to come and a power play chance for the Hawks as Mahalik gets hooked down to the ice. Power play opportunity here for the Hawks at 8:57. I think this is the first special teams opportunity for either side. And we're halfway through almost the second period. Here's Sink making friends as they exit the ice, as he does so well. Sexton, power play unit will come out. Getting things settled. Ref is waiting for the penalty to go up as they figure out the penalty down there. Winning. Oh, geez. Can you show him from yesterday? Hit player penalty. Player penalty, enter. Okay. All right. Here's a chance to exchange digits with one of the players. Oh, and he turns it over, and we got a breakout, shorthanded opportunity. Shot blocker save made by Jones. Maybe Hearsink should focus on the game and not on his chatting with the other bench. Cardenas down, tries to throw it out front. D makes a good play and then flips it up and out. And Hollydell, not just content to clear it, they're trying to get forecheck pressure up in the zone. Shorthanded chance back there. Handed off nicely from Hearsink to Sexton. And Sexton will bring it up. He wheels through the middle, brings it on, waits, looks. Oh, he's got room to walk it in, fires a shot. Oh, it goes off a pad and goes wide. Banged in deep and behind. That's going to come around. No room for Spohn to come up, so he'll have to wait on it. Brings it back, keeps it in. Looking down the boards. Good stick from Perry. Hawks, though, with some room to work. Nate Cardenas through the middle. Couldn't get the deflection for Sexton. All the way down comes Hearsink to keep it. Hearsink slips behind the net off the back of the cage. 48 seconds left in the power play. On the hooking call drawn by Mahalik. There's a shot across. No chance, and instead it comes out. Cleared up, and out jumps Perry. Perry, though, stepped across. Nice defensive play. And a reverse check by Spohn. Well played. Shot into the glove of Jones. He'll keep it moving. As Hearsink will drive it up ice. 22 seconds left. What's he got? Offsides? Did they just... Puck thrown in towards deep. I thought he was calling too many men. But he didn't call a penalty. 7:08, 12 seconds left in the power play. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off here with just a few seconds left on this power play chance. Maybe one shot on goal during the course of this power play. Mahalik gets it back nicely from Missick. Fabrizio, cross ice. Shot towards the net. That whistle's high and wide and goes up into the screen. Out of play. Might have been tipped by the netminder as it stays in the zone.
No, too late. I counted 6.
Holick's face-off won by Hollydell. Glove down, though. Kept in by the Hawks. Shot low off the pad from Heersink. Oh, there's Mahalik. Missick missed him. Oh, man, you got to get that puck free. Missick goes back down low to Ripley. Back for Missick. Missick will reverse. Oh, goes off his stick. Taken away, and Hollydell comes out with it. Time expires, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Puck comes ahead. Down goes Ripley. Mahalik's back across to pick it up in his own end and flips one up for Rips. It goes off his stick, so that's good. He's in a foot race. Good physical battle down there. Missick. And now we're going to get a penalty call, which is what? Are they going to send Ripley to the box here? Holding call goes against Ripley, and Hawks will go to the penalty kill. At 6:09. Ripley was pleading his case until coach told him just to be a little bit more quiet and get in the box. Not liking the way that was. I think they ripped his glove off and then stepped on his hand. And so we'll be on the PK here. Hawks backhanded up and not out. Foster able to keep it in. Hollydell goes far side. Shot off a body, blocked. Get your clear. Nope. Got to get your clear. Instead, you got time. There's the clear you need as Oxenrider, working with Carmichael, gets that one free. Oxy waiting, seeing what they're going to do. Is Hollydell likes to stretch. So if your forecheck's going to come, you want to pick them up maybe here through the neutral zone. That's knocked down by a Hawk. Good job getting in front of pucks and cross-ice passes. Up high for Foster. Foster goes back down on the half boards. Cross-ice pass finds the man. Shot. Save made by Jones. And there was some open net there with a man pinching it on the weak side post. One-timer can't get it off. Hawks, seeing this power play of the Hurricanes, develop some good chances with some plays both from behind the net as well as cross-ice. That one gets clear of everyone in down ice. Hawks will get at least one change here. Nope, two forwards will change. Mahalik and Sexton will come out. Season penalty killing twosome. And we'll see what they can do as Mahalik gets in on the man, forces the puck loose, takes the contact from the Hurricanes, right back at him. Nice move, undercutting, takes him down, and Mahalik flips it out. And Sexton gets it loose. It's going to have to be played by the netminder. Sexton goes in for the loose puck. Netminder goes down. There's no penalty there. He tried to play that puck. Tilton with it. He gets swept away by the defense of Carson Taylor. Mahalik tries to knock it behind the net. Opportunity for the Hurricanes. They throw it back up high. Cross-ice Luciano not able to keep it in. And forecheck pressure comes as the Hawks kill it off. And it looks like we're going to get Ostad in the box. As Ostad gets a roughing call, Hawks go right back on the PK. Didn't see it behind the play. I don't know if you did, but Ostad must have had some contact maybe after the puck was gone. I don't know. There's no goalie penalty there. Coach must know that. He came out to play the puck. And,
he was pissed.
yeah, but just because your goalie goes down sprawling doesn't always mean that there's a penalty there. And definitely that goalie on a loose puck was making a play. Hawks don't get it up and out. That's where you got to be hard on the puck. That puck is up and into the screen and out of play on the hard shot from the point. We got skate issue or blade issues for Robertson. He's got to get his steel sharpened up. As I can see him losing an edge there. He might have a blown edge on one of his blades. Good wind through, chopped loose, but not out. Again, so important. Take advantage and find that open window and send it all the way down. Thrown towards the net. What a save by Jones with traffic in front. That is outstanding. Back off onto the near side. Hurricanes, their power play looks dangerous. You see how they send a man to the front. They get traffic in there, try to get that centering pass deflection. They do a good job setting up. There's one in the high. Oh, another beautiful save, and finally cleared out by the Hawks. Three minutes left in the period, 1 minute left in the penalty to Ostad for roughing. As Hollydell gets back-to-back power plays that essentially feels like a 4-minute double minor. Chopped loose and sent around to the near side, some room to get it up and out, and they do. Hawks send it all the way down, rolling on end. Oxenreiter pressuring Foster. Perry with it on the far side, stretched through the middle. Luciano couldn't control, but he gets it back. Luciano brings it in, wants to see the cutter, throws it in off the side of the cage. Man works out high and wide. There's the weak side post. Hersink needs to be aware. They'll have two men down low, then sometimes they'll cycle up to the bumper. Hawks do a good job getting a battle up at the blue line and cleared smartly by Sexton. Even strength, kill off 2 penalties in a row. But Hollydell still using that to gain energy as they see themselves trailing 2-1 late here in the second period. Turnover gets fired and it's blockered aside by Jones. Chopped up and out by the Hawks. 1:41 left. Forecheck pressure by Carmichael. Man goes down, trying to step in, but not quite there was Oxenreiter. As Hollydell gets it cross ice and out to the Hawks blue line. D-to-D pass, looking for room through the middle. There's the stretch. Opportunity for Carmichael to split the D. Fans on the shot. And played around the boards for Luciano by the Hurricanes. Perry comes up with it. He'll backtrack into his own end. Chips it off the boards. Will Pollen there for the Hawks. Would have liked to see Will skate that. He had some room down the board, plus a man coming out of the zone. 58 seconds left. Halder in there, excuse me. Yeah, Mahalik, Missick, and Halder on the ice. Walk-in was Hersing, didn't like it. Mahalik gets knocked down, Halder gets knocked down in front. Handed back off for Missick. Missick waits high. Quick snapshot, whistles up over the top of the bar. Missick near side. He reverses to go back down low, pulls back, finds Hersink. Hersink walks, beats one, walks middle, fires, just misses the corner. Looks like a stick might have checked him there. Pollen fights through the check and then whistles a shot, goes off a skate, ends up wide. Mahalik walks! And he can't believe that he gets a whistle and it gets brought out of the zone, pucks off its moorings. As that fell right on a stick. And we'll come outside. Shots 26-23 in favor of Hollydell after 2 back-to-back power plays. But Hawks still maintain a 2-1 lead with 13.4 clicks left here in the second period. Mahalik's face-off. And then we'll find it. Spone, good step across. Big hit on the near side. Spone just laying the lumber there. Mahalik eats the clock in his own end. And we'll go to the third period. Hawks nursing a 1-goal lead in a really, really entertaining hockey game. This is good. This is what you came all the way out here to play. Games like this. Sure, games like yesterday are fun. Parents get to see kids throw a bunch of goals in the net. But this is hockey. This is what you're looking for throughout the year. Stay aggressive. Play smart. Get pucks deep. Force them to go 200 feet. No turnovers, and you're in neutral zone.
Houston had some huge saves on that after their first goal with their bench up.
Yep.
They could have really gotten a lot of energy from that. Huge saves.
Oh, been so rock solid. And finding pucks, especially in traffic through screens. That one right pad save that he made down here. I can't believe he saw it because there was a body directly in front of his face as that puck came.
Yeah.
And he just flashed that right leg at what felt like the last second to get that kicked out. And that's just smart.
Hawks on three. 1, 2, 3.
Smart net minding. Keep it up, Jonesy. And we are ready to head to the third. Win a period, win a game, and let's go. Don't lay back. Keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure on. Get that next goal. It's all important. So after some shenanigans in the second period and a few shorthanded opportunities, Hawks now back to full strength. See if they can play a clean third period and stay out of the box. Sexton wins that one back. Shipped around near side Cardenas. Nate can't quite get there. Little off just a hair on our passing today, but starting to clean it up. There's one through the middle. Nate, good slide out wide. Tries to work in behind. Now he'll go back to the point, I would guess. No, he cycles in behind, but that's where Ripley left the area. And that gave room for the Hurricanes to clear. So it'll be played by Jones back behind. Hands that one off. Back off to the near side. Hawks caught up a little bit in the zone, but tapped out. Good job by Nate. Nate steals it. He brings it in on Foster. Nate, wanted to snap a shot. Down short side, hard angle. Gloved down by the netminder. Back out on the far side. Carter Ray down in the corner battling. Extra bodies come in, trying to work it free as Cardenas. And he does. Nate backhands out, short side shot on a tough angle by Sexton. And he puts it in the only spot where there might have been room, but the goalie hugs the post and swallows it up at 15:57. Oxy walks in, kicks it loose, shot towards the net. Ooh, big save made. Like that play off the face-off. That chips through the front of the goal face, but thrown back out. And Hollydell dumped that in deep. Piercing back behind, chops it loose for Carmichael. Carmichael plays it up and out of the zone. Tilton goes cross ice for the Canes. Kick back in. There's an opportunity. Man gets behind. Shot, score. There is a puck played off the skate that went right to the Canes forward. And the lefty shot comes in. And a D turnover becomes a goal in a 2-2 hockey game. Hauser gets the goal. So let's see another response from the Hawks as they're now back to 2-2. Hollick wins that forward, chapped at, controlled back by the Hurricanes. Sexton comes down, or excuse me, Missick came down but couldn't find the puck. Hurricanes get it up and out. Glove down, they work high and wide. Good deep position by Will Pollen. Takes that away. Sweeps the near side. Goes around the man. Missick comes in. Pollen taps it free. Mahalik will pick it up. He'll go wide on Hauser. Goes right into Hauser. Chipped up and out. Look out. Costella behind the play. Hustling back. Ostad. Shot. Save. Cleared out. What a save by Jones. That was huge as the D-man gets behind. Good play on the far side by Perry. Perry snaps one off the stick of the netminder Jones. Jonesy making a couple of key saves. Mahalik now coming up. He'll go one on. He goes and blows a tire and goes down. Look out as that hop through again on the D. Sweeping back to get it is Carter Ray. Carter comes off near side Missick. Back off for Carter. No, you got to be mindful where you're going. Nice pickup by Taylor. And Taylor chops ahead. Stone back off on the far side. Finds Taylor up in the play. He goes through the middle for Sexton. He can't control the bouncing puck. Cardenas taking off the puck. Hollydell feeling it as they get it in deep and around. No tripping call coming. He shakes his head. Puck comes out on the stick of Sexton. Sexton across the top of the crease almost. Ends up getting hit, but gives it up for Cardenas. He comes back near side. Ripley looks. Cross ice pass. Hits a leg and gets chopped free and up, but not out. Taylor walks in. Fires off a stick. Goes wide to the far side post. Ripley has it. He taps that loose. Looking for a give and go, but he doesn't quite get it off. It goes off the leg. Ripley wrap around. And the net's off its moorings. Ripley is trying to center that as he wrapped it around to find Sexton or Cardenas, and Nate waiting, but whistle comes in as the net goes off. 13-14 of the second period. It's 2-2 hockey. Hotly contested battle here with the Hollydell Hurricanes. Oxy kicks it down. Hollydell still continuing to win faceoffs. They chop that one up and out off the boards. Piercing back to play it. Piercing will get that one off for Fabrizio. He'll go through the middle. Misses on Carmichael, and that'll be icing. And a faceoff back in the Hawks zone. Get the energy up, boys, on the bench. Looking for more energy out of the Hawks right now. Energy, the talking, the yapping, that's all Hollydell. Super quiet bench right now for the Hawks. Let's go. Back out. B-Rob gets to the point. Robbie tries to fight that loose. Fabrizio comes back in behind his own end, plays it off for Heersing. He'll go out wide. Now splits the middle. Swings right side. Goes head-to-head with the D. Good support by B-Rob, but the D's able to float it up and out. And that will be no icing. The perfect floater that ever makes the end line. Yeah, so much snow. And that's where pucks are coming off. The stick's funny, bouncing around because of the fact that there's no ice make in this game. Back on the far side, Oxenrider chips it off the boards for B-Rob. B-Rob goes down on the far side. He pulls back. Loose, but goes up through the point. Pearson was cheating middle. But he'll take it back up the left side as a change comes, gives him room to gain the zone. Piercing backhanded towards the net and across. Oxenrider trying to find the floater, but couldn't. Kept in by Pollen. Pollen walks in. Fire it! Oh, you got to hit the net there, my friend. Force him to make a save. 11:44 here, third period, 2-2 hockey. Yep, shots need to be low, not high. Face off a leg. Mahalik tries to snap one to the net, covered up by the netminder. Blocked off by the defense of Dionisio. Back in for the face-off. Mahalik backhands that one free. Missick's shot goes off a stick or a skate and comes out to the near side corner. Ostad tried to keep it on off a boot. Instead, it gets punched out of the zone, punched free, but controlled by their canes. They flip that up and down ice. Ostad with it. He pulls up. Goes far side Mahalik. He'll play it off the boards, turned over. Good stick by the Canes, but a better skate by Mahalik as he gets that free. Puck support comes on for Spone. Spone tries to drag around. The D-man pulls up, loses an edge, gives away for Missick. Missick will wait. He stick handles in a phone booth and finds his way back down in the deep corner. Room at the point. Pollen fires. Blocker down. Deflected in front. It's loose and covered. Tyson, good shift. Spone battling in front of the net, trying to find every loose puck that's out there. 10:50 left here. A lot of hockey. Hawks want to get that next one. Kick back to Ripley on the faceoff. He goes trying to go back. Good positioning by Hollydell. They don't give much room up in the middle. Hawks have to create some opportunities. Cardenas to Ripley. Ripley stick checked and stolen by Perry. Perry throws one in, skipped aside by Jones. Tilton up at the point. Poked ahead for Ripley. Ripley pulls it. Gives it up for Sexton. Sexton back across. Shot. Save. And then nobody in front to finish up. Ripley needs to crash hard there. That was the opportunity. And a good save. Great move into the zone. Good pass by Sexton. First look sniffed out, but that loose puck, that's the one you want. Hawks missed a golden opportunity. Slowed up behind his own cage by Jones. Taylor will play it back off the near side, hustling across. Hawks pick it up. Throwing ahead. Trying to go through the middle there was Carmichael. Carms loses it. Jones is going to play it around to the far side for Taylor. Two men come together. You got to talk, boys. Loose for the Canes. They chop at it. Taylor battles. Canes flip it up and out of the zone. Give the Hawks a breather by dumping it out of the offensive end. Good stick and a steal. Hand it off. Missick. Or sorry, that was Oxy. And he chips it in front. Man gets taken down. No, you're not going to do that. Come on. Carms. Carms is going to the box. We're going to go on the PK. Or is the goalie getting the call? Are they getting matching? They're getting matching minors, I think, between the goalie and Carmichael. I saw him cross-check the goalie, so the goalie must have done something to him first, and he cross-checked him back. So it looks like we're going to have matching minors. Nothing will go up on the board. It'll be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. Let's see if he puts him up or if he keeps him down. Stays in the zone. So Hawks dodge one there. Glad he saw both sides of the action. You got to give the ref credit for that. It's so easy to pick up the retaliation, and especially when a goalie's involved, give it to the player and watch it be a power play. So back to 4-on-4 hockey. Excuse me. No, 5-on-5 hockey. They just put both penalties up, but it'll be 2 minutes and a whistle for the boys. Here we go. Mahalik passes that off his stick. Didn't get it. Just didn't get the control. Now he does. He works out around. Snaps room. Fires short side wide. And that one gets deflected and goes way up into the screen and out of play. 8:39 left. 2-2 hockey game. Mahalik will take a draw here. Wins it back to the point. Here's Sink. Cross for Fabrizio. He snaps a shot, sticked aside by the netminder. Fabrizio could have come down the boards. Mahalik, though, challenges there. That's one where Cam could have come down hard and Mahalik would have covered. Instead, the Hawks are back in their own end. Handed off for Missick, and he'll wheel. Missick loses the puck, taps it in the skates. Back off on the far side, Heersing comes over, cleans that up. Heersing will drive the front. Mahalik will cover. Snapshot, kick free by the netminder, back off a skate to Heersing's stick. He looks for Mahalik, misses him, comes off near side Spone. Spone racks it around the boards down low. Mahalik sneaks in. He'll come out from behind the net. He waits. Throws that back deep corner as two men came to him. They throw that up in the air and it comes out of the zone. Look out as we got a man breaking. Good job on the D end. But Hauser, the goal scorer recently, held up. He backhands one and gets a shot off that goes up over the top of Jonesy. Back through, Mahalik finds some room, stretches that out. Spone on the headman pass, drop. No, he goes through. Tries to get in, instead ends up in the glove. $7:10 left. Really fun, enjoyable hockey to watch. Good efforts on both sides. Good hockey game. Sexton's face-off, taken again. Hurricanes. Ripley, got to go far side. Get on your horse. That gets thrown up and out. Hawks go back to play it smartly. They get room. Bring it on through the middle. Oh, just misses Sexton cutting. Ripley picks up the bouncing puck. He controls, throws it back towards the point. Going towards the net and ends up in the glove of the netminder. No traffic in front. Ostad threw that on. Never a bad idea. Get pucks to the net when you're in a late tie ball game. So let's see what we got here as we get the auction rider line out. Carmichael and B-Rob. B-Rob on the far side picks up the face-off win. Wraps around, reverses back. Throws it towards the point, turned over. Good pickoff. Good sticks by the Hurricanes. Really, they've been really good in their defensive end. Ostad moves that around, turned over by Paulin. Shot towards the net, shot, pad, save, shot, and another save by Easton Jones. Defensive zone turnover and disaster averted.
Man, he is us out. 3 breakaway saves.
Yep. Lots of bodies in front, traffic, contact flying around him. He's been really good today. Mahalik wins it back for Heersing. He rims it outside of the reach. But now Missick with a nice body play. Oh, off for Missick. Missick trying to drag through. Got caught with bodies in front of him. He steps in though, kicks it loose, gives it up for Spone. Spone will work off on the far side. Missick down low. Tries to find Mahalik through legs. Good job by Evan to get a glove on it and keep it in. Slips through one, fires short side glove save. Yep, toe drag through the legs of the defenseman. 5:50 here in the third period of a 2-2 hockey game. Sexton bring the boys to the dot, wins that off the skate, unfortunately hit the ref, and that gives Hollydell a chance to break out. Castella just ridden down by the defenseman Taylor, and then Taylor takes it and sweeps the far side. I love the pace of this game too. The speed and pace has been good. Puck thrown in deep. Carter Ray back to pick it up. Plays it around the far side boards for Ripley. He'll slow it up and then flip it ahead, but not out. Almost a dangerous deflection back in the zone. Good job by Taylor to get back, give it up for Ray. Carter finds Ripley again. Ripley waits, throws it through the middle, deflected on by Sexton. He'll come down in a challenge. Loose for Taylor. Taylor trying to do a little spinorama there. Couldn't keep it. Cardenas was challenging as well inside the blue line and ends up squirting back all the way to the Hawks' end. Nice little handoff there for Taylor. He'll walk it into the zone with room, but offside was Sexton. 4:47. .447 left here, third period. Face off just outside the Hollydell blue line for Oxenrider. Oxy wins that back. D touch pass ahead. Halder gets dragged down. Good job puck supporting his Oxenrider. That gets flipped up. Glove through. Cam has to knock it loose and does. Comes all the way back to Heersing. Backhanded off a leg. Heersing chips it ahead and out of the zone. Cross ice pass ricochets in the zone. Controlled by Fabrizio. He'll go area pass to the far side blue line. And a little bit sloppy on the entries now. Offsides. Touched up. Oxenrider on the forecheck. Flipped ahead. Coming across here, Sink couldn't control. Jones plays it off for Fabrizio at 4:30. He'll give it up for Heersink on the near side. Heersink will drive, push the middle, swings wide off to the right. Tries to throw it back towards the net, goes off a stick. Good work down low. Back trying to play it up front was Carmichael. Digging for the puck in the back end. Oh, great work down deep by Carmichael. Off a body, centering pass cleared out. Hurricanes get a change. Jones watches that swept away by Oxy, and Oxy will wheel. Oxy slips around one, then taps her off to the near side. Gets the pass back and throws it in deep. Gets his change. Spone comes on, trying to forecheck pressure on the D. Missick comes across, couldn't find it. Opportunity for a touch pass here. Kirkland comes on. Quick shot wide of Jones. He'll cover at 3:29. I think the Hollydell clock operator would be trying to give him extra time. Hollydell now fires one, deflected. Who goes through the crease and out to the far side. Puck digging for it on the near side boards. Player gets tied up. Ostad there. Chipped hard off the glass, but not out. But a tap from Tilton controlled, and Mahalik take it through the middle. Mahalik dragging. Wanted to get a shot off. Good back checking work by the Canes. Then Mahalik does the same. Shot, save! Oh, Mahalik just picks a pocket and forces a cover as the netminder, for a second, it was visible sitting there in the pad at 2:55. Sexton, quick chat here as the goalie gets situated with gear. I think he might have got a pile of snow in the face there. Had to clean up a little. Sexton's draw. He's got Cardenas right behind him. He wins it forward, but he can't get the stick down. Good defensive play by the Canes. Ostad keeps it in, bangs it down in behind. Ripley couldn't find the man. Deflected up in the air and ahead. Glove down nicely in an area pass. Hawks get it into the zone. Dionisio challenged by Ripley and gets it free. Nice little pass off for Sexton. Ends up just dribbling towards the net, but loose in behind. Ripley sees it, comes across, tries to tie the D up. Good job in the skates by the Canes defenseman, working up the boards. He ties it up. Sexton comes out with it, reverses, walks down low. Sexton, handoff for Ripley. Ripley, back out high. Snap shot from Paulin on a nice little setup. And the netminder is on it, tracking at 2:06. Nice little play there from Ripley to Paulin. Oxley will see what he can get going here. Offensive zone faceoff at 2:06 of the third. Walking through Robertson. He finds it, chips it off the boards, takes it back, goes back down low, tries to play it around behind, coming all the way across his Heersink. Can't keep it in. Trying to read it well, but it was just bouncing. It's just all this snow makes it so hard. You got to be so visually sure with the puck. Big hit by Robbie. The man stepped up. Good steady play there by Heersink. Hawks will backtrack. Oxenrider, 134. Gives it up for Heersink. Heersink, challenge, goes around one. Watch that puck. Now he's got some room. He walks, drags move, steps in front, shot, save. Oh, and careful as the netminder loses his glove. As his his glove comes off. And a little minor collision, although he was outside the blue. Here we go at 1:16. Great shift there from B-Rob. I love the way these guys have played after that 2-2 equalizer. They've really come after it, and Hollydell has not backed off, but the Hawks have responded well. You know, the bench had gotten quiet for a moment, but I think they find their spots and continue to work. Back off down low. Mahal gets it loose for Sexton. Sexton, backhand, save! Watch out, Sexton, you're going to get a penalty there, and you're going to get a hold. Anytime you get a hand up on the shoulder, is going to get you a holding call. And at 56.3, Hollydell goes on the power play. .3. Mahalik wins it back, rocket that. Off a leg is Heersink. Now he's got room to chop it hard and down ice. Yeah, don't give him extra power play time, dude. What are you doing? 49 seconds. Cross ice pass. Canes trying to drive the zone. Hand it back up to the point. Bang down low in behind. Man out in front wants to walk around. Good stick on the far side, and the post net comes off its moorings. Well played, Easton Jones. 33.4 ticks left on the clock. Minute 38 left. And this goes to overtime for 3 minutes, where there'd be a 4-on-3 overtime. So it's not like they won't get all 138 if they don't score. They'll get the entire power play, as the Hawks in 33.4 seconds are not out of danger. But we'll get a timeout and a stoppage here as the Hawks bring it together.
Me and the clock operator are not on the
28.5. I'm pretty sure the clock operator has been a little bit slow with the ons and offs.
Yeah.
Probably more slow with the ons, but still right on time on the offs. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not saying he's a Homer clock operator, but I'm just saying.
Like, oops, I forgot to start it.
The interesting thing was it was the Hollydell bench yelling for them to start the
Right,
clock,
yeah.
which I would have just shut up and sat there. You just D it up right here, boys. D it up, fellas. Let's go. 1.5. Mahalik, great job winning it back and a perfect clear as he tells Fabrizio right where to be. Goalie will take it up, 21 seconds, 20, they're trying to wheel. Misick pushing, Mahalik a cross ice pass, deflects into the skates, kicks it on. Good step up by Heersink, flips it up and out. And Mahalik will go foot race, why not? 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Looks like we might still be going into some OT time. Let's see if Hauser can get a shot off. No, he cannot. Get it in the back of the net, and we'll go to overtime free hockey, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes of overtime hockey, 4-on-3 to start for a minute 4. And they'll go 4-on-4 until a whistle and then drop it back to 3-on-3 after that. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of 3-on-3. No, it is a 5-minute overtime. That's a lot of time. Good, in a way. I was thinking, because a minute 4, if it was a 3-minute overtime, you're pretty defensively playing. You're trying to play for a tie. But if you got 5 minutes overtime, you just got to kill this off, boys, and again, give yourselves a chance to reset with almost a full 4 minutes of power play 3-on-3. Even strength 3-on-3 play, a little bit more open ice, which for these two teams, I'm not sure who it favors. I think skill-wise, we might have a few more skill players, but their foot speed negates a lot of that. They just work so hard. And the Hurricanes are on you in a heartbeat. But I like the more open ice. If our boys come with energy, I like a little extra room out there. But first things first, you got a minute 4 to kill off. That's what you got to do. Kill this off, fellas. Kill this off and get the overtime hero back on the ice, as Colin Sexton already has an overtime winner this year. So let's get him out of the box somehow and get back to it. So they switch ends. Netminders switch ends. No, it is back down to 3. That's what I thought it was. 3-minute overtime, not 5. So it is a 3-minute overtime. That's what I remember from the meetings. So power play for the Hurricanes, and they come through right away and clean it up. Backhand it off. Gotta be committed to defending here, boys. And Easton Jones has got to be at his best. Oh, what a stick. That was almost a golden opportunity on the extra pass. And good challenge out high. Hawks with 40 seconds left to kill. Oxenrider. Boy, Easton Jones laid out with that right leg on that cross-ice pass. Shot down low, deflected, goes behind the net and comes out to the near side. Kirkland tries to hand that off. Oxy, got to get it back. Smart play. You can still clear. You got 17. And that goes off the man. That should take it back. 10 seconds to get to even strength. We'll go 4-on-4 after that. On hustle, Oxy. As they come in, far side, you got to watch it. Kirkland comes up with it. We're back to even strength. And there's an opportunity to find Sexton. Hustle, Oxy. No! Heersink deflected up into the screen out of play as Heersink picked up the loose deflected puck, and he had a look from up high, right where you want him to shoot it from, and it goes off a stick and out of play. And now we'll be 3-on-3 hockey for a minute 41. Mahalik and Misick and Fabrizio come out at 1:41 left here in OT. Mahalik down in. Misick off the side of the net. You saw the water bottle move and you thought just maybe, but no. Back across. They touch up. Mahalik has it. He drags it back. Good step across by Misick. He'll play up free for Mahalik. Turn the clock on! All kinds of extra hockey today. Misick gets it poked off his stick. Mahalik comes up with it, plays it back down low. Missick challenges, kicks it free. He waits, finds Fabrizio up high. Cam back smart to Missick. Missick will go wide. Absorbs the contact, man goes down. Mahalik's right back at it. There he is! Oh, man! And Mahalik gets taken down. How is that not interference? Because it's the overtime, that's why. Shot, pad save made. Stretch it to Mahalik. One to beat. Turn him inside out. Oh, a good skate. What a good skate. Working down around. He took it the whole length. Goes back across up high. Fabrizio defends. It's thrown out in front. 37 seconds. Mahalik waits up high. Missick and Mahalik have got to be tired. They've been out a while. Over a minute. Should have been over because the guy didn't start the clock for about 25 seconds. Shot deflected off the stick of Fabrizio and out of play. This game should be over. Guy didn't start the clock for 22 seconds. .14 seconds and a defensive zone face-off for Sexton. There he is. Push. Piercy waiting. Cross. Oh, what a save. Waiting again. Oh, at the buzzer. And we'll take a 2-2 tie into the locker rooms as the Hawks and Hurricanes finish at 2s. Well, that was entertaining. There's a couple of chances late there. Hawks outshot the Hurricanes 40-37. Great job by Easton Jones in that one.
Oh, yeah.
He was outstanding. But a really entertaining up and down hockey game. And so we'll see you guys back here tonight at 8:20 in what's going to be a crucial win for the Hawks as they go up against the Maryland Junior Black Bears. So we'll see you guys back here. Hockey not done for the day. Get the kids some food, get the kids some rest, and off they go. See you guys back here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Hawks tie 2.